Hello and welcome to Pod Meets World. I'm Paul.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Justin.
And this week we're discussing the episode... She Loves Me, She Loves Me Not.
I'd say she loves me not.
Alright, so this episode originally aired January 14th, 1993, attracting 23.9 million viewers, which is slightly down from the previous week.
That's still quite a lot.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a lot of people on a Friday night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number one at the box office that week, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
Hello! Billboard number one top single for the week, Hero by Mariah Carey. Not Miley Cyrus.
Or Miley Carey.
I'm going to punch you one of these days. Anyway. Minkus has left an origami camellia flower on Topanga's desk, which is noticed by Corey and Sean. They crack jokes about nerd love before Mr. Feeney arrives and informs them of a guest lecturer coming to talk to them about high school. The guest lecturer turns out to be Corey's older brother, Eric, and Topanga seems taken in by him. Surprised that he's related to Corey, Eric takes his lecturing job less than seriously, talking about all the things they supposedly need to know when they enter high school next year. Parties and hanging with the popular kids. I have a feeling Minkus is not going to do well.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's kind of, they need a couple particular guest speakers. The typical schmo that's in the crowd, an actual popular kid, one of the nerd kids.
He won't be doing so well because he won't be in next season. That was the joke. But David just, trampled all over it.
Poor Minkus. He dropped out of school.
He could do it.
Or he went to the preppy school. I don't really know.
Later after school, Topanga drops by with brownies and offers to do Morgan's hair. Sean immediately comes to the conclusion that Topanga likes Corey and tells it to his family, who tried to tease him about it. Corey pretty much shoves Topanga out the door, where she hides off in a corner to spy on Eric as he takes out the trash.
Though at the very least, he took the brownies.
Well, yeah. There were free brownies. Speaking as a fat man. Always take the brownies. Anyway, Mr. Feeney is a bit disappointed Eric didn't tell the class about the more difficult, serious aspects of school, like drugs and alcohol. But those are the good bits! Anyway, Eric protests that he's not a role model and turns away when he spots Topanga, who runs off. Topanga asks him to come over to Corey's house the next day at lunch under the pretense of bringing her sister's Godzilla movie. I'm sus.
Yeah.
After she leaves, Minkus immediately walks over and is upset, believing Corey stole Topanga from him, no matter how much he denies it. Corey can't seem to get through to Minkus, and he has to practically threaten him to leave them alone. They soon find Topanga's notebook, and that's when they realize that she has a crush on Eric, not Corey. The first thing Corey does when he gets home is to tell Eric to dump Topanga. He denies being jealous, and after much convincing, Eric opts to let her down easy when she comes over to the house. Alan tries to give his son a pep talk on girls, but finds it's not an issue of love or heartbreak. Corey's just confused and a bit annoyed at the whole matter. When Topanga arrives, Eric tries to let her down and finds himself talking about how she's too young for him, and the other guys will take advantage of her naivety. Topanga's sister comes over to take her home. Mr. Feeney is in the middle of a string rendition of The Cremation of Sam McGee when Eric stops by to give another lecture on high school. A little wiser, he talks about peer pressure and how they're growing up. How even though they might like baseball and comics now, comics are still pretty good. In high school, they might get involved with other things and other people. Topanga seems to take the lecture to heart, but after the lecture, Corey is more determined than ever to not let anything change him. Not love or high school. He and Sean shake on it, but is short-lived as a new girl catches Sean's eye. In the post-credits tag, Minkus is tutoring Corey and Sean in French, It seems all is forgiven about the whole Topanga fiasco, and they have their usual banter. Corey and Sean gripe about how confusing French is, and Eric barges in to speak about his love of a different kind of a French tongue. It seems Corey and his friends aren't too young to find that information disgusting.
Yeah.
Yay, that was the episode. So what do y'all think?
Generally.
Yeah, good episode. Decent lesson. And just Minkus's response to everything is like, would you smoke? It's like, no. Would you do it if the popular kids do it? In a heartbeat.
It's
Yeah.
like, of course you would. That's the problem.
Welcome to peer pressure.
I don't see the problem with this. Anyway. I'm just saying drugs and alcohol were the good bits.
But no,
Okay.
just no.
Well,
You just say no, kids.
it's just the marvelous case of you want to experience life or not.
Anyway. Did either of you have anything else to bring up about this episode?
Yeah. No, they kept fairly decent almost everything. And we ran into Topanga's sister.
Yes.
And let's just say Topanga is way too young for Eric.
It's only like It depends. Like,
Is Eric like senior high school?
he's in high school, but he's like a sophomore, so he'd be like grade 10, I think, or 9.
Okay, so
It's only like 3 years. Like, it's...
hmm.
I mean, I get, like, current ages, it's kind of weird, but if they were, like, 10 years older, you wouldn't think anything of it.
I wouldn't think like a 9th or 10th grader would go out with a 6th grader.
No, but I'm saying if you age them up 10 years, you wouldn't think
Yeah, I
anything
know,
of it.
but that's like that doesn't matter. But I mean,
Like, yeah, I know what you're saying, like, in the moment, yes, but outside of that context.
yeah, really.
Yeah, then there's supposed rules of that sort of dating, and it's not the weirdest thing.
Anyway, if there's nothing else about this episode, the next episode we'll be discussing is the B Team of Life. Corey gets put on the second string of his basketball team and is not happy about it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a time. Also, Minkus makes the team. So, you know.
Minkus.
Minkus.
Totally the sportsman.
Yep, just like you. Knowing all about the sports ball.
I'm not good at the sports ball.
You know which sports ball this is, right? Basketball?
Yeah, the one where you throw the ball in the hoop.
Good job. I honestly don't know most of the time if you'll actually know.
Or if I'll somehow say the wrong sport.
No, you'll be like, yeah, the cricket, right? Like, that's what they play in America.
Playing foosball.
Well, that probably, like, there's probably competitive foosball.
There probably is.
There's competitive Fortnite. There has to be competitive foosball. Anyway, this is off topic.
Yeah.
So until next week, I'm Paul.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Justin.